Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Truth Talks. Truth is defined as verifiable, undeniable, and reliable. If it is true, it's going to prove itself to be truthful. Of course, you can deny any kind of interpretation of the truth that you would like to deny in hopes that it won't prove itself truthful. But if it's true, it will prove truthful. All right. I'm on the south end of the campus here at Lee University in Cleveland, Tennessee, where I get a chance to work every day, and I'm delighted with the opportunity to be here. But I'm doing this recording from the south end of the campus on the second level of this tower that's down here, and I'm doing this because I wanted to give you a visual of what an empty graduation field looks like. If we were under traditional academic activities, we would, in the next couple of days, this campus would be filled with people from all over the place coming to celebrate their graduate. If we were in traditional academic practices, we would put on what they call regalia, a hood and a gown, and march proudly across this field to celebrate those people who have been here to study to make their life better by equipping themselves for service to others. If we were under traditional academic practices, during this particular time of the week, I would be celebrating with parties for people who are graduating and moving on and employees who have left us. I'm telling you, I am very frustrated when I really just stop and sit down and think about the fact that I can't celebrate Emily Gates, a recent employee that finished her Vista term, or Abby Robinson, who has been with us for the last 4 years in the Leonard Center, who is now an official, completed her collegiate journey here at Lee University. If I just want to be honest with you, a couple of days ago, I woke up and I was just agitated at the fact of the can't do's. I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. And I won't get a chance to meet the family members of so many of our students that have given their lives over and over and over in service to others while they were here at Lee University. This is what many people are calling the new normal. It's uncertain, it's whitewater at best, and it is a struggle every time that we look at it. Well, I want to borrow a phrase by Dr. Mike Hayes. He's my vice president here at Lee University, and he made a statement a couple of days ago in a staff meeting, and he made the statement. He said, instead of just accepting the new normal, what if we approached a better normal? What if we were proactive in our efforts instead of just accepting what we have in hand and not doing anything? What if we actually made a decision that we're going to invest now to make life better down the road? Of course, like probably every other college employee, and in particular the presidents of every college across the U.S. probably are concerned about fall enrollment. Will we be able to return to campus? Well, I hope so. Will our enrollment suffer? I don't know. All of that stuff is going to be revealed in time. Here's what I do know. Instead of letting the worries of tomorrow hinder us from the responsibilities of today, what if we took Dr. Hayes' idea and really became very proactive in every area of our lives? Okay, let's talk about that for just a minute. Now, here at the university, I'm working like all the other directors in our student development sector, and we're looking ahead at the calendar and trying to figure out activities and events and what will it look like for us when students are back on campus, and how do we mitigate the risks that might be facing us. And we're going through a lot of effort to be able to put that down on a piece of paper and study it out and make the necessary changes now. We know that virtual education is going to be a different look now than it has been in the past. So we're in the process of doing that. But also personally, I think I'm going to take that advice and I'm going to look at my own life. What are the areas that I need to be doing better in that I've just accepted this new normal? Mike Hayes also gave us the analogy of sorry, there's a little work going on campus, but Mike Hayes also gave us the analogy of an athlete. What if an athlete says, okay, I'm not sure I'm going to play in the fall, so I'll just wait until I hear then. What's it going to be like? No, these guys are going to work all through the summer to prepare themselves for the game that's coming ahead. So I want to speak just a minute to those folks that would normally be on this field in a couple of days, celebrating in a cap and gown and graduating. Don't let this new normal that we find ourselves in the United States and around the globe be the defining moment for you. Instead, why not step into it, take the advice of Dr. Mike Hayes, and create the atmosphere for a better normal? Here's a couple of ways that I think we can do that. Number one, celebrate well. All right, true. It's true. We're not going to be able to give you high fives and fist pumps and hugs and all of those things that normally come along with a college graduation, and free food and snapping pictures and running from one side of the field to the other side of the field, celebrating family members. It's not going to happen. But don't let that limit you from the celebration. Even though it's a virtual celebration that you will participate in, participate well and enjoy the moment, because that will mark how you're going to approach the next step of your life. Number two, instead of letting this cause you to doubt the future, step into the present to be able to be prepared for what's going to happen in the future. My dad quit school in the 6th grade, never went back for formal education. I'm the youngest of 7 children, and my dad always said that his goal in life was to be able to provide an educational opportunity for his children. Well, I mean, many of us have went to school and went on to advanced degrees, and I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm pretty thankful. But I'll never forget my dad's wise words to me on my graduating after I received my baccalaureate degree. My dad looked at me and he said, "William," he said, "this doesn't make you any smarter than I am." Well, that was true, because my dad was a math wizard. Even though he quit school in the 6th grade, he was a builder, and he had to know math to be able to do well in building. My dad was very educated, not in the academic rigor, but he was educated in the culture and in the life of other people. And his remark to me, "This doesn't make you any smarter or any better than anybody else," came with a pause. And then he looked at me. Tear rolled down my dad's cheek, and he said, "But this will open doors for you that I will never get a chance to walk through." And it has. So let me say to those of you that have the potential to let this new normal cause you to kind of be disappointed at the moment, get beyond that. My dad, who never went past the 6th grade in a formal education, was a very well-respected and honorable person. Why? Because he didn't let his lack hinder him. What I learned is that education is more than the books that we have you read, or the papers that we have you write, or the experiences that you participate in. Education is really about the ability to navigate the terrain of life. It's true, because you have those letters behind your name, you're going to get a chance to participate in some activities that other people will never get a door open to them. And when that opportunity comes, let me challenge you, carpe diem, seize the day, don't let it fall to the wayside. Use your knowledge, use your abilities, use your gifts to make investment so that somebody else's life can be better. Let's reflect for just a minute. The truth is, I'm going to miss you on Friday and Saturday. I'm going to miss seeing you. I'm going to miss the opportunity to celebrate in person. But in my heart, I'm going to be jumping up and down, because I know that you have the opportunity to make an investment in somebody else's life in a whole different level and a whole different ball game. Do it, guys. Don't settle. Don't settle for the new normal. As Mike Hayes says, approach it for a better normal. And if you do, I can promise you, you're going to see a fantastic outcome of your efforts. All right. Do me a favor. Instead of letting someone else get you down because they didn't get to celebrate either, be the one who takes the high road. Tell them it's okay, not a problem. Let's celebrate by our contribution to the world. To those of you that know me, I'm praying for you. To those of you that don't know me, I pray often for a lot of people that I've never met or I'll never get a chance to know. And here's what I'm confident of. This new normal, if we accept it as what it is, could probably sideline us. But the better normal, that can make us much more effective in our craft and in our efforts to make a difference in the world around us. Let me hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get an email from what's happening in your life and what you're doing and everything that's going on. But kudos to all of those that are celebrating well, and those that are deciding that they're not going to let this COVID thing knock them down permanently. Yeah, there's been some tremendous loss. There's some people who have lost family members, and we mourn that, and we are sorry. But don't let this moment in our history keep you from being prepared for the opportunity that is just around the corner. The truth is, you and I are made for more. Have a great day. Thank you.